about another something BBX.
Okay, so going into losers finals. Sorry about the audio whatnot. Oh, we're gonna get some.
I'll take Battlefield any day.
Yeah, because it was either Stadium or Battlefield. What bang are you listening to today?
It's just more like a it's like kind of like lo-fi rap. That kind of helps me keep chill and patient. Like if I listen to something like super fast-paced, like anime music, then that just forces me to play super aggressive, which isn't good for some matchups, but it's better than others.
You should try playing Galactico at work.
So
If it comes back on, then for sure. Yeah.
okay, going into game one. We'll see what sort of set we're gonna have. We had a very close set yesterday, in which Skaws went 2 up, but Daz was able to get the reverse 3-0. After Daz did win 3-0 in winners, so Skaws has definitely shown that he can do it, but the set can go anyway. Yep, Skaws landing his aerials, getting his forward air conversions off of them. Not aerials, projectiles even. See if we can get a fledge here against Daz, yep, and he's just gonna try and call out his jumps with the upwards boomerang. Or at least cover that option at any rate. Generally you can obviously cover the high options with boomerang and then use either bombs or just a little boomerang to cover kind of people at ground level once you kind of cut off that higher option. Yeah, we're going to get into the phase where both players are going to try and see if they can find their sort of kill confirms. Daz going to go for the down throw and just going to convert straight into the down smash. That's kind of the difference in the matchups, just that I feel like, I mean, Rob can struggle to get the kill, but if he's able to just kind of convert off a grab like that, it's quite simple, whereas Toon Link's back throw will kill eventually, but that RB is going to be quite a useful way of kind of getting the kills. It's maybe a little bit risky if whiffed, but generally, if it catches someone at the ledge, it covers so many options due to just how long it stays out. And you know, people can kind of wander into it accidentally or kind of mistime their dropping their shield on it or something. Yeah, Skaws already in quite a deficit on his second stop here. I'll be kind of fortunate for Skaws there, but I'm sure he's just happy to make it back to stage. Or I'm trying to potentially cross up with that fair, but still being able to shield grab that. Go for some up throw combos here. Actually not quite going high enough to get pulled by that. Skaws is going to be able to put Daz off stage to see if he can really convert much. And that forward air not quite taking all the way into the blast zone. Daz is going to go high, but he gets caught by another forward air, and it's going to be a little tricky for Daz, but Skaws doesn't quite convert. See, he just really needs to kind of pinch out the stop. Daz seemed to be out of fuel there, but Skaws wasn't quite able to convert. And now Daz's got stage control. He's going to kind of try and keep Skaws above him. Skaws just find his way through with a forward tilt, but yep, that arching forward tilt, such a it's a move you didn't really realise existed on Toon Link, to be honest, until a while ago. Obviously you knew like had a forward tilt, but you know, imagine just something like a Mario forward tilt, it just kind of knocks people away to a sort of reasonable degree, but kind of arching hitbox of that sword starts quite early and it can just catch you in very weird positions. And if it's at the edge, it's a strong enough move to kill, or just put the opponent in a terrible position. That seems to be a bit of a reach from Daz, but Skaws kind of, yeah, he's just gonna try and get an up B punish from that, which makes sense since it's quite a, will generally pick stuff up, and that should be game unless Skaws can mash hard enough. Well, not from the rob up throw at any rate. So we're gonna get Daz one up.
Well, that's actually story.
Yep. I'll give you those are my bands every set ever.
Dude, bang.
It's just annoying. Oh wait. Either that or that specific single anime girl is in a lot of different things, because that looked like, I can't remember her name.
I think I might go with
I think I'm wrong.
it.
Probably. There's like so many anime that the protagonists always have to look somewhat similar. For those watching,
Yeah,
there's
it kind of
just
looks like Ash's.
we obviously here at the CompSoc LAN. Obviously our banner lovely there in the background. But it does mean we have.
Well then.
Oh, is this Digimon? No,
What?
it's not Digimon.
I can't believe that made that into whatever this is.
There was a funny thing in the Dragon Ball.
Yeah. There's CompSoc LAN and they obviously put the projectors on and they kind of take user requested videos and such. Usually it's music, but
I've
it's
seen
some sort
that!
of compilation meme thing from some anime, which is distracting our players' attention, giving them a break before going into game 2.
Right. The glasses are back on. I'm ready whenever you are.
I'm ready.
Okay,
Let's go!
let's go into game 2. Skaws taking him to Kalos.
Yeah.
Very, very blue here today.
Yeah.
Don't tell Lewis. Very blue. Blue stage, you know. Blue characters, blue bombs. My feelings. After losing to Skaws and Daz. No. Good sets from both. And that's why they are here now in losers finals. The winner gets the greatest reward of all, losing to Lucretio. See, both of these already having lost to Lucretio this bracket. Yeah. Well, I thought he'll put in kind of a faraway tech situation, so he's never really been able to pull up. But Skaws backed into the corner here, going to kind of throw out the pressure. I'm not too sure what that B was, maybe he wasn't expecting Daz to jump away, trying to like roll behind or something. Yeah, Skaws trying to reach a little bit, to try and kind of find some sort of edge guard, which, you know, he has to get these kills, so it's quite a nice cross up air, although narrowly avoiding that kind of down tilt kind of chase from Daz. Skaws taking that first stop, just to see if he can kind of extra credit and all that. Dash attack, nair, dash attack. Daz kind of mucking up a bit of a back air there, I think, and then kind of panic shielding, but Skaws is just ready to grab him out of that. And Skaws now has a lot of momentum, even catching out that nair with that forward tilt. But that down smash isn't quite going to do it. Skaws is in a bad position. Ooh. Daz should have been able to probably crush that out. Maybe a side B or something, but... And bomb fair. And Skaws is now 3 stocks to 1 up. And he's already putting on the damage, getting these conversions. Ooh, and a grab back into the boomerang. This is looking very convincing for Skaws this game. Freeze, stop, freeze, stop. Another bomb fair, pushing Daz back on stage again, trying to cover that aerial approach boomerang. 2-frame with the down smash. But that is going to be 3-stop denied
mate,
here.
not today.
Not today, maybe next game. Next game scores next game. Ooh. Skaws needs to be careful here because this can turn around very fast. And obviously Daz, with this sort of deficit, he would be trying to look for some sort of kind of side B off stage options to get him back into it, but that's not going to be the case. Skaws does take a very convincing game too.
Every time an anime stuff comes on, some anime I've never watched.
That's every anime that's not Pokemon.
I'm just waiting for the Attack on Titan song.
I actually do know a couple of those, but only for the band I like listening to comes from.
Fair enough.
You ready?
Okay, Town and City here for this third game. I'm not sure if there was anything that really made Skaws play so well on that. I think it's just getting the leads is really important for Skaws, maybe. Because that kind of forces Dad to try and get in through this barrage of projectiles, whereas otherwise maybe kind of Skaws to feel has to approach. And Daz I think enjoys himself a lot more when his opponent is forced to approach him. Or Skaws trying to do some nice conversions there using Daz's own gyro against him. Yeah, Dad's just going to go all the way over the top, using that little, I guess, gyro cancel, I think, to kind of be reverse and then get to the ground, immediately shield, but bomb forward there. He's now got the gyro, going to throw it up, catch Daz trying to jump away. Getting hit by a few different projectiles here, but Daz going to kind of retain center stage. And, ooh, just not catching it with the multi-hit, but the final hit, Skaws just kind of popping into it, and he's going to have to kind of bring this one back. Oh, and yeah, that fair will be one way of doing that. Oh, and that bomb bouncing off and kind of catching his roll afterwards. Ooh, but Dad's going to kind of do the kind of projectile damage here. Okay, evened up here a bit. That bomb gonna kind of catch Daz over that gyro. And obviously that's one thing that Skaws doesn't really have to do with. Like, if Daz just leave kind of the gyro there for stage control, Skaws can just sit behind it and try and throw projectiles over it. Like some other characters that maybe baiting and just kind of, you know, running in, trying to grab it with a dash attack or something. Ooh, that gap attack, very nicely timed after Skaws committed. That up B, gonna catch him from behind, send him off stage, but yeah, once again, he's going over the top, but you just get hit by that ball there. Skaws, catching him, rolling through. Trying to kind of set up these traps, everything. I never quite know what the boomerang's gonna try and do, although kind of getting clipped by the boomerang at high percent isn't the worst thing in the world, unless Skaws is ever just kind of convert off of that. Ooh, very nicely spaced up air through the stage there from Daz. And yeah, trying to upbeat that out of shield, but that's not going to work. I'm probably going to see a down throw down smash. Sending him off the side. Daz kind of retains his lead. Trying to do some tricky movement off stage to kind of waste Skaws his invulnerability, but ooh. And oh yeah. Sending him a bit too high, but he's still going to be able to kind of push advantage, keep him in the air, juggled, and get that up there. And once again, this game is very even. And it's going to be he's going to get that big conversion to kind of open up the game a bit more. Daz with his down to affairs, quite low damage, but low committal options are very hard to punish. And now he's kind of got the stage control, juggling Skaws, giving him the balance. Skaws got kind of now fight his way out the corner as we see there. Trying to dash attack him, but Daz is always ready to shield. Ooh. Trying to get a little bit of a bear ladder there, but it's good damage nevertheless. Forward tilt, push him off stage. Home run, catch him on the way back up. That's it. Down throw, up tilt, up air. Skaws this time of managing to avoid all of it. Off stage here, gonna have to try and get off the ledge against Daz. Orders into the forward tilt. Drop into the forward there and trying to kind of cross Daz up there, and Daz did kind of stay committed to shield. Either weird poke or Daz just going to drop shield, and that was bad DI, and well, presumably bad DI. That's going to take game 2 for Skaws.
The bans?
My bands are...
So as we see, Skaws just wanted to give the charity game 1 just so he didn't get reverse 3-0'd.
So is it 2-1 now then?
Yeah, 2-1 to Skaws now. Back to Town City. Don't think the stage has too much to do with the game, although I will note that I feel like Rob's kill options are much more there's more that kind of sends people off the top, I guess, than with toooon. toooon's just kind of trying to get that bomb fair. Although you do see with some stages that sometimes like you try and DI in the bomb fair and go for the top, but whereas Rob, he's unable to get down throw up smash on toooon, but up smash is always an option, and then it's kind of like up air kill is also something that he can get, which may be kind of reduced a little bit on Town City. Trying to kind of reach a bit there with that side B. I don't think I've seen Skaws. Not that Daz has thrown a lot out, but I think I've seen Skaws really get hit by any of those side Bs today. Really the set even. And that's going to be down for a Daz smash. And Daz is up with quite a healthy stock.
Someone is here. This space is open now. Okay. Yeah. That's cool. Can you go here as well? Have you got space or do you want to go here as well? I've used my space. Someone should be here apparently. The problem is the laptop will go here eventually, so you look at me. Good. No, that's fine. You look at the laptop on it. Oh, okay.
Okay, Skaws looking to bring this back.
Yes, there was.
Oh, there was. It already happened. Great.
Yeah. Okay, up throw into up air. Skaws really wanted to DI that out. I mean, it's evened up at any rate, but he has got a bit of work to do to try and bring us back. Down throw into up tilt and then straight to the up air. What? Spot dodges everywhere. Up through, trying to get the up air, but that's just gonna like jump head dodge out, I guess. Yeah, that spot dodge not gonna work with Comps there. Someone's being pushed off stage, gonna at least throw that bomb out. Or catches Daz trying to kind of throw that gyro upwards for some reason.
Okay, so shall I
fine, yeah. You never come into a tube here, man, so you'll be fine. So,
So-
you just have if you want, you can set up that Warwick joint and leave one sheet there, sir.
I thought you said you already set up.
So I was throwing the bomb up and that. Probably catching Death Drop and Shield. That definitely looked like it should have shield mode if that was the case. But Dad's gonna take the lead once more. Skaws isn't in too bad a position. I think he's gonna get hit by these kind of jab into gyro toss and stuck on the edge of the stage here. Gonna need to try and reverse this very quickly before it takes much more damage. Ooh, that's really close. Maybe if I hadn't done it. That's not gonna take him. Maybe I'm gonna hit him.
I don't know when you play it.
That up through, not going to take it. Town City actually coming into disadvantage there. Like back throw's probably the play, but I'm not sure if he kills that. Yeah, he's going to take it with full rage. That's going to be a 2-stop for Daz this time around. So some of these games swinging either way. But once again, another game 5. Skaws got to think hard here about where he wants to take Daz.
I kept on trying to run and shield into gyro to get rid of it, but I couldn't shield in time, so every time I just ran into gyro and it wouldn't. Yeah.
I'm still always terrified.
Plays for the last match.
Okay, what do you do?
Direction, not necessarily anyway. Everyone always does it before me and never asks you to do it, so I don't need to. The moment anyone asks,
Okay, that's 2
Multiplayer games.
So I do, you know what, for the sake of it.
Oh, dark Skaws, dark Skaws.
Okay.
I have played
He's ready to take this set.
and they do get me. And I'm guessing over somewhere.
Already starting off with a pretty strong lead.
I feel already.
Yeah, trying to land on shield with that nair, not particularly safe. He's getting punished for that bomb pool, taking quite a lot of damage now. Okay, up tilt only gets 1 though. We're able to convert into the second. Ooh, that was just throwing the bomb down and actually being able to catch the gyro. But, ooh, maybe it's trying to catch him in that boomerang as it came back round, but not quite.
Must always be able to.
I mean, he gets cooked by the nice just run up grab. You know, if he's gonna shield, although that was definitely a whiffed boomerang toss or something, and does we take those? Not very up underneath the air. I'm gonna try and catch him. He does drop shield on that up either. Yeah, Skaws with his up Bs doesn't pull it for that time, and also it's going to be kind of staining a bit, so maybe it won't kill as well. Yeah, Daz is looking to push this and kind of close this out very quickly here. Not let Skaws get a kill and get any kind of momentum going. Once again, kind of back away from the edge, but he's just going to rough and grab. And, unless Skaws has any kind of even if he did have like a bomb there to try and save him afterwards, Daz was perfectly positioned with that back air. And, Skaws now has a lot of work to do, but that's the start. They kind of running into that grab. It's not. Yeah, trying to kind of like run up with shield and then kind of catch Daz, but stuff like that there is just like decent option on shield. Space well, so we can't do a ton about it.
We're slightly too far away from a reasonable conversation distance. I think I don't
throw him off stage, try and find some conversion.
I'll use the old infamous, oh, I didn't know you were sitting here statement. Yeah. But I don't, yeah.
Yeah, that up air not gonna catch anything. Hit out of his tether, he still has his double jump and quite nicely spaced actually to avoid getting hit by that attempted down air from Daz. But again, that gyro gonna hit him out of the tether. RB gonna just about beat out Daz. And yeah, it's gonna be tough for Sports to even get to stock, let alone take the game, but that probably should be it. And yep. And that's going to be 3-2 to Daz.
I don't think there was a single point at which gyro came out which I was not hit by gyro. I could avoid the laser, but every single time I couldn't shield the gyro in time. And I just feel like, why am I shielding this in time?
Dude, I swear.
So yeah, 3-2 to Daz, and we're going to have another
Hello again.